Millz Young here, part of Pick Dawgz, and it's a wonderful Tuesday. And what are we doing? We're shopping. We're shopping for player props. That's what we do here at Pick Dawgz. We're going to be looking at all the games that's going on today and try to see how we can put some money in your pocket and profit. All right, now look, if you guys are new to the show, this is how it goes. I come up with my player props, then I head on over to the sports chat, betting tools, and I see if they're with me or against me. If they're with me, they're either hitting at a 60% clip, 80% clip, to a 100% clip. And if they're against me, they're just against me. All right, now look, I need you guys to let me know what you guys are going to be betting on today, though, man. What's your best two-team parlay? Who's your best player prop in your shop? And hey, what's your favorite team just to win, plus money? Or even if it's a favorite. Let me know in the comments below so I can shout you guys out next show. All right, now look, we got a few baseball games to talk about and a WNBA basketball game to talk about. So let's talk about game number one. Player prop to get you on top. I'm going to be looking at the Toronto Blue Jays. They're going to be taking on the New York Yankees. And who are we looking at? Gausman. Over 7Ks, man. When it comes down to it, him versus the Yankees, over 7Ks is something that I have penciled in. Last time against the Yankees, oh wow, did he really show up? He really showed out. So we're going to be taking Kevin Gausman over 7Ks. That's player prop number one. Player prop number two, Chicago Cubs taking on the Atlanta Braves. I'm looking at Justin Steele, over 5.5 Ks, hitting at an 80% clip. 80% clip means 4 out of his last 5 games, he was able to go over 5.5 Ks. Man, he was in the Cy Young Award winning competition, but I think Blake Snell just sold it up with that performance yesterday. So we're going to be taking Justin Steele over 5.5 Ks versus the Atlanta Braves for player prop number two. Player prop number three, Baltimore Orioles taking on the Washington Nationals. Who are we looking at? Kyle Bradish, 11-7 record, 159 Ks on the year, and it's at 5.5 Ks. 80% clip of hitting this. 4 out of his last 5 games, he went over 5.5 Ks. So what are we doing in this one? We're going to be taking Kyle Bradish over 5.5 Ks. That's player prop number three. Player prop number four, New York Yankees taking on the Toronto Blue Jays. You already know. I want some Michael King in this one, man. I mean, he's been hot, man, as of late. It's only at 5.5 Ks. He's been hitting this at a 60% clip, too, out of his last starts. Cracking that rotation for us, being a regular. 3 out of his last 5 games, he hit this prop. Man, but look, hear me out. Last game against the Blue Jays, he went for 13 Ks, and that was just earlier on this month. Before that, going for 8, 9, 5, and 4. So we're taking Michael King over 5.5 Ks. Player prop number five. All right, Arizona Diamondbacks. Who we shopping for? Corbin Carroll, over 1.5 total bases, hitting at an 80% clip. Yeah, I really like these base props when it comes to these players right here. I mean, he's been putting up this year for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Probably going to pencil him in as the Rookie of the Year. That's player prop number five. Player prop number six, Atlanta Braves. Ronald Acuna Jr., over 1.5 total bases, hitting at a 60% clip. I mean, you guys already know the numbers with this guy, man. If he gets on base, he's stealing. And if he's stealing second, he's probably going to steal third. So we're taking Acuna over 1.5 total bases. Now, look, let's head on over to the WNBA and get you guys some WNBA player props. All right, I'm going to be looking at the Liberty, New York, Liberty. And who do we want? Breanna Stewart, man. Over 22.5 points, okay? When it comes down to it on this one, Breanna Stewart at 22.5 points is something to where she's been hitting her a couple of times out. And when it comes down to it's playoff time, so she really got to show up. Next player prop to get you on top, Las Vegas Aces. And who we shopping for on this one? A'ja Wilson, over 24.5 points. Yep. A'ja Wilson's been doing remarkable things right now in the playoffs. And when it comes down to it, man, you need your stars to really show up. And that's what they do here in the WNBA, man. Your stars really show up. It's not a super team or two stars show up. It's the A'ja Wilson show and the Breanna Stewart show. That's how it's been all year long, folks. All right, now look, if you guys want to see what I'm betting on, my best bets, head on over to the site. We got it all up there for you. You can't go wrong. Team me up with your hottest cappers out there and see what we can get for you today. All right, it's time for the recap time. We're taking Gosman over 7 Ks, Steele over 5.5, Kyle Bradish over 5.5, Michael King over 5.5, Corbin Carroll over 1.5 total bases, Ronald Acuna Jr. over 1.5 total bases, Breonna Stewart over 22.5 points, Asia Wilson over 24.5 points. Millz Young here, part of Pick Dawgz. This is just a player prop shop. Hit the like button for me one time, and hey, let me know what you guys are shopping for, and hey, what's your best bet to get us paid? Your top play. Millz Young here, part of Pick Dawgz. If you can't run the Pick Dawgz, stay on the porch.